you literally tried as hard as you could this week.
No, I've tried as hard as I can for 2 years, and now I need to rest.
Yeah.
And I don't have energy to talk about it right now.
I'd say you earned it.
And I want to talk about it, I just can't. I just keep going from shivering to sweating. And crying. My fingers don't work anymore.
It's okay. Hi, please. It's okay. Are you gonna go for a bike ride? Yeah.
I choose to live in the Teton Valley in Idaho as a professional cyclist because although the window for mountain biking, the season, is a lot narrower, while I certainly now sacrifice a lot of time on the bike, I think that I'm probably stronger than I would be if I was riding year round. And I think I'm happier too. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I have no sound.
No sound?
Oh, there you are.
Great.
I'm drinking coffee and reading through the forecaster discussion and trying to figure out what we should do, but it feels good to be done training.
But it's also so soon. I mean, it's just in a few days and we all have
Yeah.
to get there. And like, I can't drive that far and then race my bike that next day with how my hips respond to car rides. And so Lachlan's record's 11 hours and 15 minutes? Ish?
Yeah, right around there.
What was your record before that?
11:50-ish.
Oh, wow.
I gotta go a lot faster than that this time if I want
I hope you're
That's
feeling
fine.
fast.
Well, good luck getting everything pulled together in time.
Yeah, you too. Drive safe.
Thanks. All right, we'll see you out there.
Bye.
Here's one more. This is Hank.
Hank's bag, yeah.
So Rebecca Rush had set the female Kokopelli FKT in 2013. And so she had held it. It had been standing for 7 years. And I know that there are other people who have tried to go and break it. And I think that that just is a testament to how hard Kokopelli is and how much it takes to put together a really fast ride. Ultimately, these records, they're not saying that any one person is like special or exceptional in this unattainable way. It's just an example of how, like, what so many of us can reach if we decide that's what we want to focus on. Well, I've now known Kurt for 9, going on 10 years. And so he's really known me since like the first year I was riding a bike. He's offered so much guidance through it, both as a friend and as a bikepacking partner and as a coach. He certainly inspires me to push myself harder than I ever would have imagined.
Started racing together in bikepacking races, 12s and 24-hour races and things like that. And before long, she had come within, I think, 30 minutes of my record on this 250-mile route called the Coconino 250, which was really impressive to see. And then a year or two later in the Arizona Trail 300, which is a really technical 300-mile single-track race, she came within like 3 hours of some of the fastest men's times ever, and I think took something like 16 hours off the women's record.
You know, at this point, he's won so many races of so many different ultra disciplines, and yet he's still here trying to see if he can get better.
In a ride like Kokopelli, the focus is just traversing landscape efficiently. The thing that I think really energizes me in these sorts of rides is that landscape. And so if it's a landscape I'm really passionate about and really connect to, that helps me ride even faster. Another really fascinating part of the history of the Kokopelli Trail is the FKT, or fastest known time culture. You could probably trace it back to Gary Dye became the first person to ride the full length of the trail in a day, which that was something that most people didn't even think was possible.
Because of COVID and how organized group events have been canceled, cyclists have found themselves seeking the same challenges that races provide and going out on their own in pursuit of an FKT. That's a big effort. And if my low back gets tight the way that it just does after a long time of riding, is that okay?
I mean, it's a possibility. You know, how tight has it gotten? Think back to that 24-hour world championship.
Yeah.
How tight did it get during that?
Not very.
Not
Keep that 90-degree angle with the leg. Yep, and push through that glute at the very end. Very good. And awesome. Pull back. There. Good. 2 more like that.
My current weaknesses would be like just that I haven't raced in so long, and racing gives you really great fitness, especially this top end fitness, and it also gives you a lot of confidence and of having an awareness of like where your body is at for those harder efforts, and I just don't have that right now.
She won 24-hour world championships in Scotland almost exactly 2 years ago now. That was a huge accomplishment for her, and that then was like 6 weeks or 8 weeks before the car accident that basically derailed her evolution as an athlete.
On Christmas Eve of 2018, I was leaving the grocery store and driving down the road, I lost control of the back of my truck and started fishtailing. Oncoming car who had swerved to avoid me, the stars aligned so that they were then driving straight into my driver's side door. The first thing I remember feeling was that a burning sensation in my pelvis, and I couldn't feel my legs.
After the car accident, I mean, the first concern was like, is she gonna be able to walk again? Not even like, is she gonna be able to race bikes again?
Like, it is so devastating to just go from the strongest in the world at something to then not being able to sit up in bed.
Her pelvis is shattered as it was, and how that impacts like all the other connective tissue was one of the biggest challenges for her, was just that uncertainty on like what kind of path her recovery would take.
I figured out how to get on my bike on a trainer, and those first few pedal strokes, I rode for 3 minutes, and it was really, and probably still is, like the best bike ride of my entire life, because it was the moment where I was like, I'm gonna do this again.
What do you want? Caramel macchiato? Stroop waffle? Summit tea? This stuff's the best.
The beauty of FKT culture to me is that it's, you know, every time someone bests and sets a new record, it's like, huh, well, I guess that's possible. And that just keeps upping the ante, and I think really just demonstrating how impressive people's bodies are and how talented folks are and what really is humanly possible. Coming out here again is more a question of like, what am I capable of if I really focus on it?
You want orange or blue?
Orange.
Yeah. Hank, good morning.
But it is raining tomorrow.
Yeah, it looks like it's off and on rain.
Oh, well, I guess it's good we're going today. Oh, burr. Celebrate. I'm so excited.
Me too. I'm feeling like a little chilly shaky, but
Yeah.
then I know it won't be for long.
Totally. We get to go up for like 3,000 feet. How do we decide when to go?
Well, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Sunrise in 2 hours and 11 minutes. Well, thanks everyone for following along. I'm just about to head out on Kokopelli. Kait and Lael left about 30 minutes ago. And so I'll be trying to catch up to them at some point maybe if things go well. See you all over there. I guess I just roll out.
The Kokopelli Trail has 14,000 feet of climbing, the first 7 of which are in like the first quarter of it. And that in itself is just mind-blowing.
They made it up the Rose Garden Hill. And looks like Kait's descended some. Kait's at 56 at 10:03. She's doing a good job.
Amazingly hard things about Kokopelli is that it doesn't just play to one set of strengths. Often cyclists are really strong at a certain thing or a couple of things. And this, like, you have to be a great climber. And not just for short climbs, I mean, those too, but also thousands and thousands of feet climbs over and over. And then you also have to be able to pedal continuously without coasting, which is really hard for a lot of mountain bikers after having done that.
Patience, I think, is one of the most important things I've taken away from bike racing, and especially in long events, like how you need to just be patient. Things will work out a certain way. You can't force them. There's so many uncontrollable factors that you just have to be patient with and let those play out.
Kurt's at mile 99 at 12:30. So he's 6 or 7 hours in. Kait is at mile 84. Like Kurt is across the state line. He's at mile 115. Is that what you got? So what does he have left? 25 miles to go. Let's see, Kait Boyle's just broke 100 miles at about 10 till 2.
Oh yeah! Oh. Yeah, Kurt.
Worked.
Ooh. Good job, buddy.
Thanks. That was
You were
hard.
hauling ass.
Pretty much everything's about to shut down. That's about as good as it could have gone. And under 11 hours? Is that right? It's almost an hour faster than last time I did it. Where is she right now?
I haven't had a second to look. I've been afraid to look.
Where was the last that we had eyes on her? And she looked like she was just above Salt Creek.
Cool.
So I think she's doing good.
She just needs to hold it together.
Yeah. Here she is. Yeah, Kait!
Yeah, Kait! Come on, Kait!
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
There, that's Kait. You did great.
Thanks. I'm so, I think, stunned. that I just did a bike race.
Is it cramping?
You have pushed your body so far. I mean, you literally tried as hard as you could this week.
I know I've tried as hard as I can for 2 years, and now I need to rest.
Yeah.
If I didn't finish because I quit, because I got scared of what was happening, because I was behind, that is what I don't want, because I know that I'm capable of riding to the end. You don't have to use records for comparison. They can just be for inspiration for your own personal challenge.
That deeper story and history and power that these landscapes have, I think, really is what helps me enjoy riding as quickly as I do in them and helps almost facilitate that in some ways.
No matter what you've been through, you still have the opportunity every day to wake up and think about where you want to go and what you want to do and how you're going to get there. And that it's possible. You're unlimited.